6:37 and we're doing our last bits of pack up and getting on the road. There was something throwing it down really loudly at 4 o'clock this morning. In fact, 2 somethings. We think it was 2 porcupines. I've never heard a porcupine before, but I'm thinking that's probably the most likely thing because they weren't in the trees, they're on the ground. And they made a hell of a racket and woke everybody who's at the campground. But I managed to fall back to sleep again till 5 o'clock. Ooh. Anyway, it's a town day today. We're walking 11.5 miles and we are sleeping for the next 2 nights in a proper bed, although we're doing a really big walk tomorrow. Of course, today started with a steep hill. It's the way it always is. But it's misty this morning. It's really misty. And unlike yesterday, where it was misty, and we had a bit of a view at the top of Mount Greylock, I doubt very much that we're going to get a view up here. But it's really pretty. It's very warm and it's extremely humid. And right now, while I'm looking at all this beautiful green growth for spring, I'm thinking really hard about how good that shower in those clean clothes are going to feel after 6 days of walking in the woods. Vermont is famous for mud, and at the moment that's what I've got in front of me. It's going to be hopping and jumping, and hopefully I'm not going to jump into the mud. Vermont is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. Muddy, lots of bugs, but look at this. Isn't this just gorgeous? Beautiful walk this morning. Three hours, 15 minutes. 7 miles. Time for a drink and a quick sit down. Good morning, Charge. How are you doing this morning?
9 a.m. and I've already managed to drag both of our sore bodies.
Yes.
Just under 7 miles, which is awesome.
It is. Yeah.
Have a big drink, pink juice.
I'm going to have a big drink and I'm about to eat a big Cliff Bar.
Yes, but we've got another just under 5 miles to Highway 9, and it's where we get picked up by Jen.
Awesome. I think there's a really steep rock scramble we've got to do down first.
We've got a bit of a climb here, and then I think we've got about a 2.5 mile drop.
Okay.
Exciting.
It is exciting. It's town food I'm most excited about. Green. Just over a mile left to go. We're going to be too early, but we always are. It's best to be early than late. Means that we can sit down and do nothing for a while while we wait for our ride. It's been a short, sharp day. I was just saying to Joe before that the Appalachian Trail is hard and humbling for someone who considers themselves reasonably fit and strong. And, his comment to me, which I agree with enormously, is we'd expected parts to be really hard, but I hadn't really expected that it would all be hard. Every day's hard. And the interesting thing is Vermont, which we've just started obviously, is training ground for the really hard stuff in New Hampshire and Maine, and obviously getting to the top of Mount Katahdin. So hopefully, I know we're up for it, but we've got many, many more mountains to climb before we get to Maine. And I dare say I'll be panting and sweating, but it's pretty amazing. The fact that we've nearly walked 600 miles is amazing. The fact that we've been out here for more than 6 weeks is amazing. So I'm going to look forward to that cold drink and that burger when we get to town and ponder on the amazingness of all of this. Okay, my knees aren't liking this, but look at this forest. Look how beautiful and green this is. It's gorgeous, but it doesn't detract from the fact that we're going down like a hill, a rock waterfall. It's very painful. Wow. Just walked down that, down that, and I'm going to walk down that. And that's Joe below. Oh, ow. Oh, so we finally got down that hill. Oh my goodness me. That was some hill. And now we're sitting in the car park. Jen's going to come pick us up. We're way too early. But sitting down is one of my favourite things now. So we're sitting down. I've got my bug net on because I don't know if you can see, but there are a lot of bugs floating around, biting me and floating around my head. So, yeah, bug nets are fantastic creations. A burger is not far away in my future. I can't wait. Good morning. It's 5:30 a.m. on Sunday, I think it's like the 15th or the 16th of May, and we are here in Bennington. We're in Vermont. We arrived yesterday at lunchtime, and Jen picked us up and took us to Walmart, and then I didn't film anything else because we were eating burgers, organising food, and just doing stuff like that. But today is a big day. So we are slackpacking. Joe explained it a bit yesterday, but we're being picked up at 6:15 and being driven about 75 minutes north, which is going to give us, it's just a long way to get there, but it's going to give us a 23-mile walk today. And there's some really hard hills and mountains that we need to climb. But we're going to do it all without our packs. So we get driven out, dropped off, and then we're actually going to walk south back here. So it's a big day. We've woken up. We've both had an awful smoothie protein concoction from a bottle, but it was a lot of calories with a lot of protein. Drinking coffee now. We've got some berries, lots of fruit in the fridge, and we've packed our lunches and lots of snacks and a raincoat because it's a very rainy day. I've taken a head torch in case it takes more than 12 hours to do this. I doubt. And yeah, I feel ever so slightly anxious, but it'll be really great to get these miles done. And then tomorrow we're going to take the day off and have a rest. Hi, Peanut.
If you're there,
Peanut. Hey, Peanut. Hello.
Right, but you guys are
Oh, you're
finishing
so
today, right?
beautiful. Yes, you are.
Down there. All right.
And we were off. I didn't film a lot today. Our main aim was to do the 22.5 miles as quickly as possible, ring our driver and get picked up and taken back to our hotel later on that evening. The quality of that beaver dam construction is completely remarkable. Not a lot of footage today. We are just smashing out the miles really quickly. It started raining. We've done 3 miles in an hour. Less than 19 to go now. That's good, but it means very little time for filming. Terrain's pretty rough, but with no pack on your back, you can fly. Just stopped for a drink. We've done 10.8 miles, and that next shelter is 12 miles. And by that stage, we'll be up and over the big mountain. It's 4 miles of climbing, so we've obviously done over 2 of those miles of climbing. You can see Joe doesn't have a pack on his back. He has a raincoat and a kind of a bum bag thing that comes off his backpack. Yeah, I told him it looks like a bustle from the olden days when ladies used to wear those bustles around their waists. And I'll show you later what I'm wearing. I've converted those front balance bags from my green pack into a little day pack on my back, which makes it very convenient for doing something like this. So they call these mountains in Vermont, they call them the Green Mountains, and you can see why they call them the Green Mountains, because there's moss, there's trees, there's grass. It's very green and misty up here this morning. Loving the slackpacking and loving the feeling of moving freely and just feeling how fit I feel. It's beautiful. 8 hours and 40 minutes, 22 miles, and we're back down at the trailhead, ready to be collected by our shuttle. It's been a really hard day. It's been a really good day, and it was fantastic to get those miles done. I feel very happy about that. But boy, I'm looking forward to a nice shower, and I'm really looking forward to going and eating something involving vegetables, I think. And this is my walking crew for today. Charge and Chief. They're both tall and they both walk very quickly. Oh, so it's Monday and it's our 0 day, our day off. I don't tend to film much on these days, but so what we're doing is we are walking from the breakfast place that we've just been to, where I just had the world's largest omelette. And I know, talking about food again. And we are heading towards a sports store because after our experience yesterday of walking with no backpacks on, we are very committed to getting rid of stuff out of our backpacks. So we're heading down to a sports store because our raincoats, which are amazing and will be fantastic slightly further along the way when we've got to climb some really, really tall mountains in New Hampshire, our raincoats are very heavy. Oh, another red door on that church. Lovely. So we are looking for some lightweight rain jackets, and we are consequently going to mail about 2 or 3 weeks ahead to a post office some of our heavier stuff which we can pick up when we need it. So that's the first job of the day, is go to the sports store. Then we're going to go to the post office to mail the stuff. Then we're going to go and get some more food. And then I'm going to put my feet up for the rest of the afternoon. So that's kind of the plan so far. So I'll let you know how we get on. I'm just looking at some of the different houses as we're walking along the road, and we've seen a few examples of this, but these wooden houses with the, I don't know what kind of wood that dark wood is. Looks like it needs a bit of repair, but it's really pretty. Aesthetically very pleasing. We've just got completely lost and we've just walked a massive block. I've seen a few of these mooses around, you know, where we would have cows. I've seen mooses painted, and also catamount. We'll talk a bit more about catamount in a bit, but hopefully we can find the sports store. Meanwhile, we're having a nice little walk around Bennington. That must be the local synagogue. That's a really pretty building as well, with the wooden, what do you call that kind of covering when you have kind of shingles of wood. Right, we're still looking. Nothing like seeing a town walking around looking for a sports shop. In terms of things you would never see at home. Big trucks with snow plows on the front. Never, ever, ever see that at home. Not actually on the trail. The trail's there in the distance. We're still just trying to find the sports store, which is giving us an opportunity to walk around this very green town. But yeah, our Google Maps was sending us all over the place, but we're confident that we've got it now. Look at that big house there. It's actually on the market. I wonder what that would go for. If it was in Auckland, New Zealand, it would go for many, many millions of dollars, all dependent upon where it was. And next door to it is Henry's Market, which is meant to have some really great cheeses and deli meats and stuff like that. So we're going to go in there later to buy some stuff. But right now, we're heading back to our motel with all of our loot that we've bought. Sometimes not exactly what we'd anticipated buying. Wait until you see the shorts I'm going to be wearing on trail. Woohoo! But they're lighter, and then we're heading straight to the post office to mail this stuff forward. Good afternoon, Charge.
Hi, Flash.
How's your day been? I mean, I know how your day's been because I've been there, but you tell me how you found your day.
Well, we're having a 0 day, so no hiking today, and we could sleep in, but I still got up at 4:45 a.m. Patiently waited for Bridgie to wake up.
At 5 a.m.
Yeah, so like I said, patiently. And then we went down and had a lovely breakfast at the Angry Egg Cafe, which was awesome.
And Chief joined us, which was great.
Yeah, that was awesome. Catch up with him again. Then we went on a journey, and obviously because we've got no transport and lack of shuttle drivers around town, we went for a little walk to a sports store. I think in total we've done about 8 miles.
Yes, we have.
So
I've done 15,000 steps so far.
So for our day off, we've been walking around, but we've managed to find Bridgie a new pair of shorts, a lightweight rain jacket, myself a poncho, and a power bank. So what that means is that Bridget's been able to get rid of a lot of clothes, plus the thermals, as I have also, but also dropping the power bank, I've lost close to a pound. So in this box here, what we're going to do is go down to the post office, which is another 1.3 mile walk one way.
Yeah.
And we're going to bump this box to a post office about 150 miles up the road. And before we hit the whites in New Hampshire, because we know the weather will be colder, so we'll just grab some stuff out of it and then we'll keep on bumping the box up the trail to various post offices. So exciting, but this here is amazingly heavy, and it's going to make a big difference on our pack weight, which means that we'll be able to more comfortably hike the miles, but also increase our miles in a comfortable way without being stupid.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm all for that. Okay, Joe, In your hand you have...
Exhibition 1, Bridget's shoes, which I've done 612, no, a little bit less actually, it's 590 roughly miles. They are...
I hate them. Put them in the bin.
And as you know, about 450 miles ago, I got myself a new pair of Hoka ones. And
Let's just go in for a close look at what's going on.
Everything's starting to wear down, but more importantly, the structure through here is gone. I've glued these already, and they've already started to peel away down there. Worst is that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And...
Oh, they missed, but never mind.
Of course. Da, 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 da.
And I know, and I've got new shoes as well. And we wore them yesterday and smashed out 22 miles in 8 hours and 45 minutes in our new shoes, and they were fantastic. So it's been a really good day today, but yeah, they're all going in the bin. Goodbye, old shoes. Is a catamount. So Joe, talk to me about the catamount.
Well, it's a cougar. It's not the same cougars we have in New Zealand.
Apparently it's more cougars in the woods we need to worry about as opposed to bears. Well, there you go. Some of the civic buildings here are really pretty. That's the county courthouse. I'm more than happy with just seeing the outside and not the inside. And we're just currently looking for the post office, which is down here, I believe. We turn right at the Moose. It's a really large moose. So we've got moose and catamount that are featuring around town. I'm not sure what I'd rather see. Probably a moose from a distance. The cougar, not so much. And over there on the left-hand side, that red brick building, is the post office. And Joe and I are guessing how much weight we're going to lose. Charge. Just left the post office. What just happened? How much was it?
We have just got off our backs combined
2 pounds.
10.2 pounds of dead weight.
Ridiculous. You hanging out with all the cougars, Charge? I just wanted to show you what I used when we did the slack packing, or that, you know, when we didn't take our big backpacks, but we took a small pack yesterday and did that 22 miles. So you know how I've got these are at the front of my pack. They're called, what are they called, Joe? Balance bags. And they're at my front, and I put water and snacks in them. Well, with the ARM backpacking system, they come with these ropes. I suppose you'd call them ropes. And what you're able to do is I took them off my pack and I created little straps on both sides and connected the two bags together they click together, and I was able to hang this on the back of my back, and it acted as a backpack, so I was able to put my snacks and my water. So it's a really cool little system. I'll get Joe to take a photo with me wearing it.
So here we have Bridget's wearing her front pockets as a day pack, which is pretty cool.
And I'll just turn around so you can see that it comes with, you can craft straps, and then you've got a strap across the front.
Exactly.
Okay, so our dinner plan was to walk to a local restaurant and maybe get pizza or something for dinner and then carry the rest out for tomorrow. It's thundering and lightning and there's no way we're going in that. So we had tortillas with salsa, cheese and potato chips. Surprisingly delicious.